Jungkook's eyes narrowed as he saw you busting into the boardroom during his important meeting. He sat at the head of the long conference table surrounded by his board members. He paused mid sentence, his cold gaze looking onto you. You walked confidently to him with the click sound of your heels against the marble floor. As you came and stood in front of his eyes, he cleared his throat. JK, excuses, gentlemen. The entire room got empty, leaving the two of you alone. When he stood up, matching your bold move. His jaw clenched visibly, but his tone remained smooth and controlled. JK, to what do I owe this unexpected and unprofessional interruption? He stood slowly, unbuttoning his suit blazer when you smirked successfully, trying to rile him up. JK, your childhood antics might have been amusing when we were kids, but I have a company to run now, so held your arm gentle but firm. Wine. Don't you think you're forgetting something, Mr. June? Smirked. JK, enlighten me. Wine, you're too irresponsible. Today you were supposed to take me on shopping, as we have a dinner to attend this weekend. Mischievous. JK, you think I'm irresponsible for prioritizing my work over some trivial shopping trip? His voice was low and dangerous. He watched her mischievous smile when he frustrated and rubbed his temples before reflecting something. JK, alright, let's go. Guides to exit. Walking by his secretary, he orders to cancel all the meetings since he has a personal matter to take care of. JK, you think you're clever? Press the elevator buttons. Why? You tell, smiles innocently. As his eyes flashed with irritation as he guided you towards the elevator. JK, I know exactly what you're doing, and let me make one thing clear. I always get even, always. He stepped into the elevator holding the door open for you. Jungkook and you are engaged as a result of both of your parents' unbreakable friendship. He grew up to be a responsible, cold mafia CEO, whereas you grew up to be bold and clumsy person. He always tried to be gentle with you, but you always do something which pushes his buttons and you both end up fighting and arguing. It's been 4 months since you both are engaged and moved in together. Soon, you'll reach your desired destination. An hour passed when you were just roaming around and being picky in everything, which pushed him further to the edge. He grabbed your arm, leaning in and whispering into your ear, JK, I have a lot of better work to do than watch you pretend to shop all day. He searched for a perfect dress for you and showed it to you. JK, just one answer, yes or no. You smirked and said no when he handed you that, walking to the try room. JK, try it on. You rolled your eyes and went in, but struggled with the zipper. You peeked through the door to see if there was an employee to help, but only seeing him leaning against the wall, raising his eyebrows and looking at you. When you squint your eyes, he walked to you and entered without knocking, only to see you struggling with the zip. Wine, what the? He silenced you by holding your shoulders. He turned you around when your back hit with his chest. His breath hitched, seeing your back on display. With a gentle tug, he managed to zip up the dress, his fingers lingering on the fabric as he stepped back. To admire the handiwork, the dress hugged your curves perfectly in a way that made his heart race. He cleared his throat, trying to compose himself. "JK, see, the dress is beautiful. I mean, looks good on you. Let's buy it." He exited when Wine took a breath. After buying several dresses, Wine wasn't ready to leave yet as she wondered more. His patience was wearing thin. "JK, how many more stores do you plan on tormenting me with?" He snapped, his voice low and irritated. When Wine stopped and looked and smirked and entered the shop when he raised his eyebrows stopping in the midway. "JK, seriously?" He took a deep breath before looking at his guards who were awkward but remained a straight face professionally. As the guard stood in front of the shop when he entered, only to inhale a scent of feminine products and items on display, he clears his throat and awkwardly follows her when she intentionally wondered and checking every section and display. He stands back, giving you space to browse, but his eyes scan the store attentively, always keeping an eye on you. As he took out his phone pretending to use it, but in reality he's trying his best not to stare at anything, not realizing he's holding his phone upside down, and Wine was just making things more difficult for him. "Wine, baby, why are you standing so far? Come here, loud." He glared at you and walked. "JK, hurry up, awkward stares." "Wine, what? Just behave." "JK, behave? You're asking me to behave by making me stand in the middle of these half naked models and Wine, what do you mean by that?" Raise your eyebrows. JK took a deep breath. "JK, I didn't mean that. It's just that it's not usual for me to come to these types of stores, so it's a little awkward. So just buy whatever you want to and let's leave." Wine smirks and shows him two articles by holding them in front of him. He gently scratches the tip of his nose and clears his throat, trying to compose himself. He understood she was trying to play with him. "JK, are you torturing me purposely? Just buy both." He decided to backfire it and place his hand on your lower back. "Wine, how about that one?" Pointing to others. "JK, alright, only if you give me a private show, darling." Says it loud enough that the people standing near could hear it. Her eyes widened when she glared at him. "JK, what happened now?" "JK, or do you want me to choose for you one for tonight?" Your face turned red from embarrassment when you awkwardly walked away. He smirks proudly and paced, leaving the place with his hand possessively resting on your waist. He gave a gentle squeeze. After having dinner, Wine was making herself a coffee when he came and stood behind her, catching her between him and the counter. Wine, what? J.K. what? Smirk. Don't you think you should try what we shopped today? Closing the distance. Wine, I tried all the dresses. Junko cuts you off. J.K. Sweetheart, who's talking about the dresses? Wine narrowed her eyes. Wine placed her hand on his chest to push him when he placed his on hers and totally blocked every way to escape. J.K. Why you seem so nervous, sweetheart? Where did your confidence go which you were showing today? Leans on her lips, dominating her. Wine. I stuttering. J.K. I what? Wine. Jungkook, barely audible. He picked her up, making her sit on the counter and pulling Flesh closer. She gasps and clenches on his shirt unknowingly, wrapping her legs around his waist. He placed his hand on her hips, holding in place. J.K. You purposely do things to annoy me. If anyone else was in your place and tried to ruin my meeting, they would have been dead meat by now. Why knew he was saying the truth? JK, but you, chuckled, you're something I don't know what I'm going to do with you. I try my best to be gentle with you, but you always push my buttons to the edge and then pretend innocent. Wine blushes, knowing he is helpless with her. He pecks her lips gently and kisses her waist. JK, stupid girl, teases her. Wine, you're stupid. Your future children would be stupid. Mad, sulking when he kisses her again. JK, yes, because of you. Now she doesn't know what to do, blush or sulk.